Hey baddies, welcome back to another math video. Today we got some two fraction problems. You guys may or may not have problems with fractions, I do. But, which is why I am here to explain to you out your fraction problems. Anyway, which number is greater? 19 over 30 or 20 over 35? At first glance, you might think, let's cross multiply. But is there any way that you can do this faster and not multiply by 30s? There are a lot of ways that you can compare fractions, but there are only a couple that kind of work best in this situation, if I could say so myself. There is one where you have a half. You compare the half of a number and see how much greater than half that number is. But in this situation, since they have different bottoms and they're not very easily comparable, 35 is literally an odd number too. That's not a very good strategy. There's also ones where you subtract, but if you subtract it, then the numbers on the bottom are going to get way too big. So I'm going to settle with a different one called ding 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 division. If you divide a number which is bigger than another number, if you divide a number which is bigger than number 2, then the number that results, the quotient, is going to be greater than 1. So if we try dividing this number, since it's first, by this number, if 19 over 30 is bigger than 22 over 35, then our quotient will be greater than 1. So let's try it. In a previous video, I explained that when you divide a fraction, it's basically the same as multiplying its reciprocal. You guys may or may not have known that already, but let's just go. We can simplify here. We would get a 6 and a 7. And if you multiply, you get 133 over 132. And this, you guys can tell, is obviously greater than 1. So 19 over 30 is greater. How about number 2? Which number is greater, 506 over 101 or 509 over 102? This, I believe, is actually a pretty easy problem. You guys might not be able to tell why at a first glance, but I've done this a couple times, so you know. As I explained in the previous problem, if you have a number and you're trying to see if it's greater than half or not, you try to see how much greater than half it is, or how much greater than 1 it is, if it's an improper fraction. What about how many multiples of the denominator fit in the numerator to see how much greater than a whole number is? For example, in this problem, if we have 506 over 101, 101 times 5 is clearly 505, right? And that means that this number is actually, this number greater than 5. So you guys can tell that, right? And you might see where I'm going with this. But then this number, as you can see, 102 times 5 would be 110. So this, 510, sorry. But anyway, this number would be less than 5. So if this number is greater than 5, this number is less than 5, then which one do you guys think is bigger? Well, yeah, it's the one that's bigger than 5, right? So 506 over 101 is greater than 509 over 102. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something new. That is a very quick and smiley face. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!